Hello and welcome to Therapy Ball Lattes. This is using a therapy ball mixed with some Pilates moves. This will help you feel your muscles in a whole new way, potentially allowing for tighter muscles to release and weaker muscles to activate. If you don't have a therapy ball, a tennis ball works. Coming into a supine position on your back, we'll start in a total body stretch, reaching the arms and legs nice and long, rotating the legs inwards and outwards as you breathe in and out. Bending the knees, feet onto the mat. We're going to place that therapy ball behind one shoulder into the rhomboid or shoulder blade area. You may need to adjust this as you go if it's too intense or not intense enough. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Let's take the arms open to a T shape and then back to the sky. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up. Calm and fluid with your breath. Therapy ball will be pressing into different parts of your shoulder blade area as you move the arms. Arms are now scissoring, one up and overhead, the other down by the side. And slice and switch, switch. Let's try both arms at the same time, reaching overhead and then right back up to the ceiling. Spine is neutral as the arms reach overhead. And return to the ceiling. Interlace the fingers. Stretch the arms overhead, legs long, total body stretch again, and just hold for another breath or two, relaxing the face, staying calm, breathing into the sensations, lowering the arms by the side, taking the head side to side, looking over one shoulder, then the other. Let's bend the knees, feet to the ground, and we're going to move that therapy ball and just take a moment, see how you feel. Let's repeat on the second side. Finding the position into the shoulder blade area. Extend the arms up to the ceiling, palms facing in. Inhale, open, chest expansion. Exhale, draw the arms back to the top. A nice, simple, slow and controlled motion with the arms, creating some movement in the shoulder blades. Seeing how that therapy ball affects the sensation of the muscle work. Moving into scissoring arms, a little bit slow motion, really steady and controlled. One arm down by the hip, the other arm up and overhead, palms facing in. Legs are still, let's switch the arms and switch the arms. Bring both arms up. At the same time, both arms reach overhead and return to the sky. Stretch into the fingertips, let these arms be active. Using the movement of the arms to generate some self-massage for the shoulder blade area. Interlace palms, turn the palms up and overhead. Total body stretch, extend the legs. Breathe in. Exhale, try to relax. Remove the ball and see how you feel. Placing the therapy ball underneath the head. Very subtle movements, nodding the chin, looking down to the thighs, looking up to the sky. Just like a slow motion, minimal nod of the head, feeling the pressure of the therapy ball into the skull. Doing little circles, like your nose is drawing circles to the ceiling, about 5 or 6 times, and then let's reverse the direction. Lift the chin a little higher now, and lower the chin down. Lift the chin up, and exhale, lowering down. The therapy ball moves just a little bit on the floor. And let's remove the therapy ball. Take a moment to see how you feel. Moving to that low back area where the glute meets the low back, we're going to place the therapy ball in that position. Opening arms to a T shape, we'll start to drop the knees from side to side. And I'm not taking this as a very big range of motion. It's quite minimal. Just a little bit to one side, a little bit to the other. One knee on the same side where the therapy ball is, let that rotate externally, drop open, slide the leg long, parallel, bend the knee back in again, open, slide away, parallel leg, and glide it back in. Lift that same leg to tabletop. And let's do toe taps. Maintain tabletop leg, lowering the toes towards the mat and bringing the knee on top of the hip. Flex the foot and now extend the leg, pressing out. Inhale, bend back in again. And putting those two moves together, toes point, toe tap, foot flex, leg extension, toe tap, and leg extension. Exhale and exhale. Cross that leg over the opposite knee and try a little gentle rocking motion side to side. Keep breathing. Extend the legs, arms overhead, total body stretch. Let's move the therapy ball. Take a moment to breathe and check in, see how you feel. Side number 2. Where the top of the glute meets the low back, that area, find a spot. You can always adjust as you go. Knees bent, feet down, and arms open to a T shape. Go back to the knee sway, side to side, like 30, 40, 50% to one side, then the other. Breathe as you twist. See if one side feels different than the other. The same side leg as a therapy ball is now going to externally rotate as we open it to the side, Draw it down to the end of the mat, rotate to neutral, and bend the knee, bringing it back in again. Out, down, rotate, and in. That same leg starts to lift into tabletop and toe tap down and up. Neutral spine. Flex the foot, extend and bend. Leg out and in. Exhale out. Inhale, bend. And let's put that together. Toe tap down. Extending out. Down and in, and out and in. Point and tabletop, and flex it out and bend it in. And let's find that total body stretch, reaching long, breathing in, removing the therapy ball. Bringing the therapy ball between the palms, extend the legs, flex the feet. Let's squeeze into the therapy ball as we roll all the way up to sitting. Placing the therapy ball to the back of the leg on the hamstring muscle. Legs together, feet flexed. We're going to move into a forward bend. Inhale, arms up to the sky, and exhale, let's fold over. Inhale to lift up and out of it a little bit, and exhale to fold in. Let's keep it moving, connected to the breath. Inhale away, exhale, fold deeper. Flex the feet, point the toes, flex and point. Alternate, keep the feet flexed. Coming all the way up, and I'm just repositioning the ball now a little closer to the glute muscle. Sitting up tall, just hold and breathe. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold over those legs. Maybe not as low as you went before. No forcing. If you start to hold the breath, you are going too far. Back off a little bit, take it easy. Inhale, come up and out of it, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Hands on shins, let's point and flex those feet. Same time. And then come all the way up and out. Now the therapy ball is up even higher where the glute meets the hamstring muscle. We repeat those two moves, a forward bend, the extending and bending of the elbows in that forward bend. Releasing hands to shins and pointing and flexing the feet. Stay calm and steady with lots of breathing, and then return to sitting up tall, shoulders on top of hips. Leaning side to side. Rotating legs out and in. And now we'll remove that therapy ball. And let's try leg number 2. Placing it a little closer to the knee to start, let's inhale, reach up, and exhale over. Lifting the chest and straightening the arms, and exhale, bend and lower. Inhale up and exhale, deepen. Hands to shins, let's point and flex the feet. Inhale, return sitting tall. Move the ball a little higher up the leg towards the glute. Inhale, stretch high to the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Stay and breathe. And slowly, gently, inhale, come up and away, and exhale, fold into the forward bend. Point and flex those feet, keep chest lifted. Inhale, return up, shoulders on top of hips. And finally, placing the ball a little higher where the hamstring meets the glutes. Inhale, lift the arms up high to the sky. Looking up, reach up and out of the hips, and exhale, forward. And straightening the arms to come up a little, and exhale, bending and folding deeper into those legs. Let's point and flex the feet a few times, really moving from those baby toes, outer edges of the feet. Slowly return, shoulders on top of hips. Moving a little side to side, shifting your weight right to left. And to the center, we rotate legs open and close. Let's remove the therapy ball. Give the knees a little shake. See how you feel. Coming down onto our side, the therapy ball is going underneath that bottom leg, to the outside of the leg. Drop down to the elbow, support the head with the hand. And start to slowly lift that top leg a little higher than the hip and down, a little higher than the hip and down. Bottom leg is hovering above the floor, staying nice and still. Breathe in to that sensation you're feeling on the outside of the bottom leg. Hold at the top for little pulses. Keep hips stacked. Lift the bottom side of the body away from the floor and lower it down. Arc up and away and lower it down. Keep stretching into those legs. Keep the bottom side of the body lifted and pulse the top leg. Breathe and pulse and happy thoughts. And slowly lower. Moving the position of the therapy ball underneath that bottom knee, outer side of the knee, stacking shoulders and hips, palm to palm. We're going to open that top arm to the ceiling, reaching away and return. Open and stretch and return. Palms together. We're going to try to lift both feet and calves away from the ground, bringing more pressure into that outer knee area. and lower it back down. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Slowly coming up, we'll switch sides. Coming down onto your elbow. Place the therapy ball underneath that bottom leg, halfway between the hip and knee. Stack legs. Legs are floating above the ground, toes long. Bottom leg is going to stabilize. Top leg is going to lift a little bit higher than the hip and lower down. Exhale up and inhale, lower. Keep hips stacked. It's very common to roll back with that top hip. Stay at the top for pulses. Longer and longer with each lift of the leg. Keep the legs frozen in space as we peel the bottom side of the body up and away from the ground, lowering down. Bottom side floating away from the ground and pulse that top leg longer, longer, longer. And release. Stack the legs. Reposition therapy ball underneath that bottom knee, so it's the outside of the knee. Resting head down, palms together, shoulders and hips are stacked. Inhale, let's open that top arm, twisting away, chest expansion. Exhale, return it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, twist. Exhale, return. Keeping palms together, we're going to lift the feet up a few inches and down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. 4 times, and then you can release the therapy ball. Pushing yourself up to sitting. Moving to the front of the leg towards that hip flexor, front of the hip. Stretch out the legs and move on to your front body, placing therapy ball where the hip flexor meets the quadricep. Legs are parallel, toes are softly pointing. Relax the shoulders and neck. That same leg that has the therapy ball, we're going to lift above the ground, reach it longer than the bottom leg, and lower it down. Small controlled move. Try to keep the leg straight. Keep the leg lifted and move it in and out. In towards the other foot and a little wider than the mat. It's doing a little arc and out. Arcing in, arcing out. And lower it down. Take legs a little bit wider. Let's open the arms to the side. Wide elbows as we swan up. Toes stay down. Big toes stay down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Keep the neck long and the shoulder blades energized. Stay up at the top for a moment and slowly lower down. Let's try a quadricep stretch here. Pull the heel towards the glute, increasing pressure into that quadricep hip flexor area. Slowly release the stretch and remove the therapy ball. Side number 2. Put the therapy ball in place. Long legs, pointed toes. Let's start to lift that leg and control it down. Relax the upper body. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Keep the leg lifted and we're arcing it in towards the other leg, the other foot, and then wider than the mat. Arc it in, arc it out. Exhale in, inhale out. Take the legs a little wider, external rotation. Let's move into that swan. Elbows wider than the mat. Exhale, pressing up. Inhale, return it down with control. Exhale, press up. Bring the ribs and abdominals with you away from the ground. And slowly return. Good. Bend that knee, find your quadricep stretch. Exhale, heel moves in closer. Lots of breathing. Release the stretch, release the therapy ball. Palms to the ground. We're going to lift the abs and push your way up and back, sitting to the heels, child's pose. Find the therapy ball onto the forehead, between the eyebrows to the center of the forehead, doing those chin nods, nose down, like you're looking to the mat, then looking to the kneecaps. Little movement, and then into circles, like the nose is drawing circles on the mat, about 4 or 5 times, and then reverse. Bring the palms in. Let's slowly roll all the way up. And come into a comfortable seated position. Working with the palm of the hand now, we'll place the palm on top of the therapy ball and just make circles with the therapy ball about 10 times one direction and then reverse. You might feel little knots in the palm, tension in those hands. Hand number 2. Pressing the palm into the ball, drawing those circles, both directions. This side is a little extra for me, so I had some bonus move. Bring the therapy ball between both palms just for a little shimmy between the palms. And then celebrate with your therapy ball. You have completed your therapy ball Pilates for today. Thank you very much. Until next time.